Hello, today I'm going to show you how to change your garage door cables. Now what happened to me was I had a cable that broke. Yours may just be fraying and need to be replaced. So I've already gone ahead and put the garage door in the up position and clamped it off with some vice grips for safety so it stays up. I'm going to show you that. But first, I want to explain something to you because it's important. Like I said, I had a cable that snapped, and when I went to lift my garage door to work on it today, it was really hard to open. And that's because the door was off balance because all the tension was on one side. Now you may find it really hard. I had to do it by myself. So what I did was I went and got a floor jack out of my shop and I put it underneath the door. I lifted the door just enough so I could put my floor jack underneath, and I cranked up the floor jack, the door about this high. Then I grabbed the door with two hands and I pushed it all the way up. It was easier that way. That first foot lifting that door was incredibly hard. So I just wanted to explain that before I went any further, that if you are in the same situation where you had a cable that broke and your door is off balance, maybe have one or two other people there to help you. Lifting your door up, getting it into the position where it is now, it takes attention off the other cable. So it takes attention off the springs if you have both cables on. And then put some vice grips in place like I have here, and this will stop your door from coming down. Now I've already removed the broken cable, but I'm going to show you some video right now explaining what happened. This garage door cable actually broke. You can see the crimp where it crimped the cable here into a loop is gone. I can't find it in my garage. I'm going to take this cable off and I'm going to measure it and see how long it is. Then I'm going to buy new cables. But these cables need to be inspected often. And look at this cable here. It's starting to fray. It will let go at some point. But that's the only one I've checked out so far. Oh, I see another one fraying right over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm not only going to change the one cable, I'm going to change the other cable on the other side of the door. You should always change both cables on the door. If one's going, one's weaker, you're going to put a new cable on. You want to put a new cable on the other side too. I'm going to change all the cables on two doors, so 4 cables. Also, as an added safety feature, besides the vice grips holding your door up, make sure you unplug your garage door opener so that it cannot be turned on. You should only replace one cable at a time. So remove it and replace it, and then go to the other side, remove it and replace it. So I've already removed this cable because it was snapped, but I should have showed you what I did. So I'll show you on the next one. This is our new garage door cables that we ordered on Amazon. I went to my local store. They didn't have them in stock, but these were actually cheaper on Amazon. I'll leave links to these below the video in the description. So in this kit here, it comes with 2 cables, one for each side of your door. It comes with hooks, bolts, nuts, and these brackets here, which you probably don't need. I'll show you why in a second, but you will need the cables. So this cable will actually hook here on the bottom of your door, and it will go up the whole side here. When this door is closed, it'll go up this side here and up around this railing and around this pulley here that's attached to the spring. And then it comes back to here. You can see that bracket I mentioned that I showed you that I said you probably won't need. Those are in good shape, so I won't be changing them. But when this door is in the down position, this spring will be way over here. There's a lot of tension at that point because these springs are strong. And that's why you need to open your doors to change the cable in the up position. So again, on this door here, we're just going to do one door today on the video. Just in case I didn't explain this right in the previous part of the video, I went ahead and replaced that one over there because I had some guys come to the house and do something, and I couldn't make video while they were here making noise. So we're going to be starting on this side. So that cable is now replaced. That's the new cables on there. So we're going to remove and replace this cable. You can see it all at once. So the way they did it, and this is the only door like this, is they ran a self-tapping screw through here, through this bracket, and they just put the loose part of the cable in here. This is the only one that's like this. But I'm going to show you a different way to do it so you don't have to do this. Okay, so I undid the cable over here. all we have to do is run this cable through here. Probably be a good idea to wear gloves. So you just want to back the cable out through here. Be careful with your eyes, your fingers, because these frayed cables can really do some damage to your hands or your face. They got a lot of spring in them. So just pull it through. There we go. Now we got to push it up through here. This is just to remove it from this small bracket here. There we go. And you can see it's up around that pulley there. So we're just going to pull it out of there. I better go and do that so it doesn't snap and hit me. There we go. There we go. There, we're just going to let that hang loose there for now. And it goes up around that pulley there and then loops around this anchor here in the bottom of the door. So you can see the loop, it goes around there. All we got to do is force it out of there like that. And we have our cable removed. Now we can install the new one. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is depending on what size door you have or what size cable you need, you're going to have to buy the proper cable that is the right size for, well, basically the same size as the cable that you are removing. So I bought 12.5-foot cables. You can see there, the new cable I bought is basically the same size as the old one. If you were to take all of them curls out, stretch it, everything out, it would be basically the same. So 12.5 or a 7-foot door that I have. Yours may be different. You can see here, it's 12.5 foot. And it doesn't matter if it's a little long, because look at all the excess I have here. As long as it's not too short, that's the main thing. All right, we're back here at the pulley and we're going to install the new cable. So we're just going to bring it up and rest it around the pulley, hook it onto the door here, just like that. You can see that hopefully. Bring it up around your pulley and we're going to drag it all the way around to that pulley there. And we're going to feed this end of the cable through this pulley that's on the spring at the other end. Just bring it around like that. And we're going to come back here. You can see this bracket here. We're going to feed this down through here. We're going to come up through this hole here. And I like to bring it down and around through here to outside of the frame. Just play with it till it's tight like that. Now you can see there's some play in here, but look at this one here. Look at all the play in this one, this other door and cable. So there's play here. So we're going to tighten that like that. And then I'm going to bring this around here again. Going to bring it around like that. Bring it through here like this. And you can see I'm just playing with this till I get it as tight as I can. And let's face it, you have this here, cable going through this loop hole here, up through this loop and down and around and through the middle, the open end here. This is not coming undone. Look, no matter how much you pull on that, that's just going to secure it. It's fine. Now you're going to have a lot of leftover. We'll do something with this leftover cable here in a minute. But for now, we have both our cables on. So what we're going to do is we're going to test this door and make sure that there's equal tension on each side. And we should be able to tell that by the length of the spring. I'm sure it's going to be fine without getting too technical and scaring you. So I have 2 vice grips up here for safety. Again, can never be too safe. I'm going to undo this grip here, vice grip here, and I'm going to let the door release. It should catch on the spring. So I just placed the ladder underneath so that if it did come down, it would just hit here, bottom out. We're going to close this door now. And you can see my springs and my cables are all working together. There we go. New cable around the pulleys, everything's cool there. We'll check this side, it's around the pulley, it's around the pulley. Now we're gonna make sure that the pull rope here is engaged into the garage door opener slider here. There we go, that's engaged. We're gonna plug in the power to the garage door. Test that. That sounds really good. Looks like it's going down pretty even on each side. Everything's cool. Perfect. So there you go. That's how you change the extension cables on your garage door. Be sure if you changed one, you change the other one, because 9 times out of 10, that other cable has been stretched a bit, and you want to have the same tough cable on each side. Now I have cables on my other door that are frayed. I'm going to be changing those too. I hope this video helps you. And if you're ever changing the safety cables or the garage door springs, I have videos right here for you to the left. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.